Mr. Lewison.
So our construction sector has been suffering for the past year. Labour supply has been constrained and cash flow has been tight. Some construction firms have already gone under, and the struggle is real for those still clinging on. This bill helps them. Those who have to pay will have more time to pay. Those who need to deliver will have more time to deliver. I thank MND for looking out for both sides. So I have 2 points of clarifications for this bill. My first point is about what factors that went into deciding on this extension. Can MOS clarify what factors were considered before granting the initial 4 months extension in November and now this 6 months extension? The construction sector does need help, but a strong economic recovery must also be built on rock-solid foundation of contractual obligations. 1 year after the start of the pandemic, we're granting a second extension of contract deadlines that is even longer than the first extension. While I support these amendments, can I ask if MND has also studied the impacts to the companies that the construction firms have been granted relief from? Are these companies also clinging on, and will they go under due to these reliefs granted to the construction firms? We have said that during this relief period, parties are encouraged to negotiate and resolve their differences in an amicable and mutually beneficial manner. Can I ask MOS what percentage of parties were able to resolve their differences in an amicable and mutually beneficial manner? Further, I hope that MND can shed light on a few questions. First, can MND again share what factors it considered in determining this particular course of action? Second, can MND share whether it will consider further extensions of the same nature, and if so, what factors will be considered before making such decisions? So I think no one in this House disagrees that we want to help our businesses survive. But we should also be concerned about the unintended side effects of our decisions. Singapore has always had a reputation as a business-friendly country. With this bill, we might risk that reputation by again intervening on how contracts play out. It remains unclear whether there will be a third, fourth, and then a fifth extension. I hope the government will articulate a long-term plan for our construction sector that clarifies these doubts. That brings me to my next point. My second point is about how MND and the rest of government can help the construction sector bounce back on its feet. This crisis is an opportunity for the construction firms to become more nimble. More than ever, they need to embrace automation, upskilling, and other productivity-related initiatives. But such processes take time to implement. In the short run, our construction industries need workers to fulfill the projects it's already committed to based on pre-pandemic labour conditions. Therefore, I hope that MND will work with other government ministries to create a temporary scheme where employers can more easily rehire work permit and S-Pass holders who have been repatriated to their countries in the past year. MND has taken some steps in this direction by allowing workers that have previously obtained the necessary skills evaluation certificate knowledge tests, qualifications in a particular trade to return and work in the same trade in Singapore without retaking the test. The unfortunate reality of COVID-19 is that many companies have shut down. During the painful months of circuit breaker and DOMS lockdowns, many experienced workers did not manage to find new employers and were often repatriated rather than circulated back into our economy. These were workers with experience living and working here. They know the expectations, they know the environment. It is more efficient to rehire them than to roll the dice with new workers. But there is no easy way for companies to find and hire these workers. MND and other ministries should work together to help reduce the obstacles to rehiring such workers. We can also provide more help for companies to hire workers who want to remain in Singapore, but whose companies have decided to terminate their contracts and send them back to their home country. A temporary scheme to reconnect employers with such workers will be much appreciated by the workers and employers, and it will help our economy. Notwithstanding my clarifications, I stand in support of this bill.